Daniel Dwyer here, joined by Randolph Ramsey. It is the last day of PAX. In fact, the place is almost
we've cleared the place out now. Yep.
And there's been so many games on the show floor, it's almost been impossible to see all of them. So today, the two of us went down and picked out a couple of games that we mightn't have been on our lists already.
Yeah. So we checked out some of the, maybe lesser known titles out there, and today we focus a lot on the iOS/tablet games. And I know you had a couple that you really liked, right?
Yeah. I saw this really interesting game. This game is called Boundin'. Basically, two people hold on either end of an iPhone, and there is a screen. There's a ball on the screen, and you're literally trying to arc it using like the various gadgets inside the iPhone that know which way it's pointing.
Yes.
You're trying to make this pointer go through the ball, so it ends up forcing you both into looking at the screen and doing all this crazy nonsense and swaying and stuff, and then moving around in space as well. And it's really clever. And the guy who made this other iOS game where it was like the last person to take their hand off loses. Yeah. So people would pull away and end up arcing around. So he went to a ballet troupe, Russian ballet group. They help him choreograph a weird iOS ballet game, and they did. And it's really good fun.
Both of those games sound like ideal ways to actually drop a phone.
Yeah. True. Yeah, big time.
Okay.
This is, thankfully, because you both have to stay on it, this was a game that it's more cooperative. But it was really cool, and it was genuinely fun, and me and Drew were standing in the middle of the hall just running around like crazy people.
Okay.
Tell me one of the games you
So
enjoyed.
I saw this game called Crowman and Wolfboy, which is a endless runner / platformer, and I guess the art style is a little bit evocative of something like Limbo, so it's black shadows on a black background, that type of thing. And it's got a sweet little story about Crowman and Wolfboy, which I guess that's what they sort of are. Basically trying to escape this world of darkness, and they want to get to a world of light. So all of the controls are fairly simple, so it's swipe, jump, that type of thing. But it's really cool, got a really nice evocative soundtrack, and it's actually out on iOS right now with Android apparently down the track.
Did you play it on a tablet or on
I
a
did
phone?
play on a tablet. I put the headphones on and I got lost in it for a few minutes, and it was really quite good.
Excellent.
What else did you see?
Another game that was on a tablet, Framed.
Framed is great.
You played it as
Yeah,
well?
I have played Framed.
Zoe Quinn told us about it on the lobby set, and I had to go down and play it. It's basically a game where it's almost like a comic book of different frames where this character is moving through them, and then you change the settings as he's running through the world. And basically what you're trying to do is make sure that he comes out standing on the left side of the guy with the gun, not the front, so he gets shot, or that he ends up being able to jump over the chasm by getting him on the right lane. You're playing around with the rules and then playing through it, and if it doesn't work, you just go up, you mess around with it again and hit play again.
Yeah, there's a little bit of trial and error with it, I found, but it is quite good. So in the example that I sort of played, so you start this frame off running from left to right, and the next frame is like a hallway, another hallway frame, and then like a table, and you're thinking, okay, I should put that table last because I don't want to run into it. But the way it played out was second frame, cops come out, shoot you. In the third frame, because it's just a hallway, you get shot. So you actually had to move the table one in front of that hallway so you would be able to jump over it and use that as a shield. So it's all about making this guide, just be able to run from, run through the whole frame without getting shot by the cops.
Yeah, great game. Hopefully it'll be out. The developer said sometime in the summertime they're hoping, but it's one of these done when it's done kind of things.
And Aussie developed too.
Oh, really?
Which means it's a hallmark of quality, obviously.
Represent.
That's right. Okay.
I've had two, so you should have a second.
So the last game I saw today that I found was really cool was one called Wayward Souls. So it's by the same guys who made Punch Quest, which was released on iOS about a couple of years ago now. So this one is a roguelike. So another roguelike, but it is actually kind of cool. 6 classes, sort of a top-down view, and all your sort of like warrior mage, that type of thing. I guess a big thing with this is they've put a lot of thought into the actual controls. So usually in an action game on a tablet, it's kind of crappy, to be honest. But what they've basically done here is made sure that basically the entire left side of the screen can be used as your joystick. So no matter where your thumb moves, it's going to move with you. They've simplified all of the stuff on the right side, so attacks are just taps and very simple swipes and slashes, that type of thing.
Often a problem with these games is they become like handicapped versions of what they would be on if they were on a console.
Yeah, exactly.
Using the
or you get that little virtual joypad there where you sort of have to keep your thumb in the same place, and it never quite works. So I played about 10 minutes of this, and it was it worked really well.
Excellent.
And it's due out apparently really soon. So end of this month for iOS, and a couple of months away today for Android devices.
Sweet. Well, there's 4 great mobile games available that we saw here at PAX East. What I like a lot about it is that oftentimes when we hear about mobile games, it's usually some awful nonsense that's trying to be the next Angry Birds or trying to be the next big. Some of the stuff that we saw here was like genuinely interesting, like it was when iOS first broke out in the scene where people were trying new stuff.
And not a single Flappy Bird clone that I saw. I don't know. I didn't search that.
That's a
before,
Flappy PAX,
yeah,
which
Flappy
is on
PAX.
next.
Yeah.
next week. So for more coverage of PAX East and mobile games, stay tuned to GameSpot.com.